Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video you can watch the forecast for your star sign for the week 1st to 7th of September 2025. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and also Rising. And while most of you are probably here for your sun sign, because that reading is going to show you the type of events that are going to happen to you, the moon and the rising signs are not less important. That is because the moon sign will show you how those events are going to make you feel, whether you're going to hate them, whether you're going to love them, and so on and so forth. And also the rising sign is going to describe you what is going to be the best way to handle them. So listening to all three of your major signs is going to broaden up the reading for you, and also is going to personalize it to a rather large extent. So with that said, the first card for Libra, that will be Queen of Pentacles. Next one, that will be Nine of Swords, followed by the Emperor. And the fourth one, that will be the Moon. So those four cards that we have. And just by the four of them, by the look of those cards, you're going to enter up the week having quite of a large accomplishment on your hand. You're already almost done with that accomplishment, and you're going to be doing very well for yourself. And what is going to be left here is to capitalize on that accomplishment. That is described by the Queen of Pentacles at the first position, showing that you're going to have a very solid positions throughout the week, career-wise, love-wise, now depending on, what is the primary field and topic of your life here, social-wise as well. And you're going to end up being quite self-absorbed and self-sufficient, if I may put it that way. What I'm trying to say here is that you're going to have no need for anything else when you're going to get that accomplishment, at least at that point. And this is going to put you in a state where there are going to be more possibilities for development within the framework of your current undertakings. So this isn't about new beginnings, but this is about how can I put it into words? Progressing further into your current developments. There are a few options for that, but because you're not going to need anything else, you may leave those possibilities quite unexplored and quite unutilized. The good thing though is that they are going to stay for you, that they're not going to disappear. And thank you for choosing my channel to get your weekly forecast, and I really hope that it does helps you and it gives you some answers that you seek. If you do want to drive the situation home, however, and get more specific answers for it and more specific insight to it, you can go for a personalized reading to my website, which link you're seeing right now at your screen. You can find it as well in the description down below. Other than that, let's jump right away back to your video. In a month or two, maybe in a half a year, maybe in a year, you can come back and examine them if throughout this week you decide that you do have quite enough already. But this accomplishment itself is going to be quite stressful, and that is described by the Nine of Swords into the second position, which shows what is going to work against you. And this is the fear of the consequences. So there is going to be quite of a big stake that you're going to be playing with, and the consequences of failure, or the consequences as well of loss, because this is either a fear of loss, fear of being left alone. If this is a securing a really strong intimate relationship with the partner that you have always wanted, right, and you don't care about any other possibilities that are around you, what happens if they leave you, right? And that fear is going to be nagging at the back of your mind. And in some cases, it may restrict you. What I mean is that you may be a person who says what they think, but because of that fear of, if you do say something, say an inappropriate, or that it is taken wrong, and that person, leave you alone, like I said, you're going to be afraid of that, and you may not be yourself. You may not speak what you would under normal circumstances would speak. So the point here is that you should not give in or cave in to that fear, but rather remember who you are and do things exactly as you would have done them if it was just an ordinary development. But by these two cards, I could say that this is a development that you have either chased for a very long time, or it is something that you had something like a wish or a dream for a quite some time as well. Now the third one, it is what helps you, and this is the Emperor here. And the Emperor shows that you do have every single corner covered, every single end covered. So at least throughout the week, there isn't going to be anything that it is capable to surprise you, to do you any harm, and to jeopardize your undertaking and as well your development. So like I said, you pretty much have everything covered thus far, but also everything is going to ride on you. What I mean, it is that you're going to be sought of to take responsibility. You're going to be sought of to make a choice. You're going to be expected to take the initiative, and you're going to be expected to gain control, or to exert control, which is within your capability. At least within this week, you're going to have that drive to do all that, and through it, you will manage to can I put it into words? Avoid or manage or subdue crises. Right? If there is a crisis coming, you will be able to avoid it. If you're already in crisis, you will be able to subdue it. And that is going to make your day-to-day routine very bearable, very manageable, where you will be able to face the ups and downs of it with ease and with bear, and you will be able to minimize the downs and maximize the ups. And the week wraps up for you with the Moon card. Now here I can only speculate what exactly is going to happen at the end of the week, but it's going to be a fateful event. You will end up being very emotionally uncertain and insecure about your future development, because the Moon card shows that there are going to be circumstances showing up that you won't be able to put your finger on why, how, and where to those circumstances are leading you. But the card shows that they're leading you toward a place where you are meant to be. So for example, if at the end of the week, someone calls you and offers you something or asks you something, and you just don't know where this is coming from, well, from the universe. And so I'm gonna give a sad example as well. If at the end of the week, despite your good performance, you lose your job, again, it's because of the universe, because you are meant to work somewhere or with someone else. This was your weekly tarot reading. I hope it helped you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so. Any engagement would help me greatly. And if you do think that this video can help someone you can share it as well with them. Other than that, hopefully we're going to see each other next time. And until then, bye.